When the linker writes in the real RSA decrypt address, the hook fires and swaps in his payload, right in the middle of the Goldilocks zone. Gia's end goal is to compromise a very specific part of the SSH connection process, the RSA authentication step. He realizes that if he can slip a small malicious component in there, let's call it the payload, then every time SSH checks for a key, his code will run first. It will quietly look for a special master key that only he knows, and if it sees that key, it'll let him straight in. If it doesn't, it'll call the real code and no one's the wiser. So he will have his backdoor entrance to OpenSSH. To hijack authentication, Gia can overwrite the GOT entry that tells SSH where it is. To do that, he can use a little known tool called an ifunc resolver. Now, at this early stage, from within an ifunc resolver, Gia could try to directly rewrite the GOT entry for RSA decrypt. So even if Gia changes the RSA decrypt slot, the loader will come along later and write the real address back in, wiping out his chain. To make this sort of hijacking harder, once every entry is filled on the GOT, the system marks the table read-only. So he has to slip it in at a very precise moment, after the RSA decrypt entry is filled in legitimately, but before the table gets marked read-only. And that tiny window is the Goldilocks zone.